Hello and welcome.
I missed the countdown that Facebook used to give us.
Yeah, it was great.
I still wait for it, and sometimes in my head I count down 3, 2, 1, action.
No, you can't do that.
Why?
Because.
It helps me. Well, good morning. You're getting cut off. Here, scooch over a little bit.
I'm fine.
No, here.
I don't have a left arm today.
There we go. There we go. Is that good? Are we even this time? I feel like it's always a little
you should just
askew.
ask yourself.
I feel like this is the perfectionist in me.
It is crooked.
It's crooked. It's always crooked. It's crooked. It's Crooked Monday. That's what we'll name our show. Crooked Monday.
Crooked Monday.
How are you today?
Careful.
You said you were sleepy.
Yeah, I'm ready for a nap already.
It's 9:30.
No,
5.
it's not. 9:37.
Well, the weather is nice, and I think if we get outside today, I think we'll get perked up because the weather's been so gloomy these last couple of weeks with like no sun and all the things. So
And the cold.
and so we've had some really good days. And I feel like that's brightening my energy. You feeling that?
Oh, yeah.
Or is it like, you're like a cat where I feel like you would be content just laying out in the sun. Like the sun doesn't make you vibrant.
In a ball.
Yeah, you're like an iguana.
Yeah, I am a cold-blooded creature.
Yeah. Or is that the opposite? Wait, are they more active in the warm?
I don't know. They need the warm or something.
Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah. What do we know?
What do we know? I'm not a biologist or did not pay attention that day in school.
It's botany. Oh, wait.
Shall we get into the cards?
I guess.
Let's see what we got. Let's see what the
always say
chakras.
that. I always say, I guess.
I guess. I suppose that's why we're here.
People want to hear things about cards and what the universe is guiding our energy into this week. And
I'm always interested for myself because I'm like, I feel like especially lately, like, I don't know what's going on. What do the cards have to say? Talk to me. They speak if you listen.
well, they at least make some noise.
Yeah. Ready?
Yep.
This is it.
But you can't. Yeah, there you go.
Ooh. Mysticism.
It is a week of mysticism.
That's fun.
So, this is a third eye chakra card. And this is going to definitely be about us starting the process of reaching into our manifestations and really starting to make some pushes. Utilizing what's inside of us and not trying to change the world around us to make what we need happen, but to change or use the energies inside of us to create the world that's happening around us. What were your thoughts?
That I was thinking about that this morning, actually. And last week we talked a little bit about desires, and the meditation we did was tuning into the energy that is that desire, like the heart force going forward. So I've been thinking about, like, well, what is it that I truly desire? Because it's kind of like the be careful what you wish for kind of thing. You know, like if you anchor your desires into something that is not going to last, you know, one, can we accept that desire won't last and be okay with that? Or two, is there something deeper that we can anchor our desire into that is everlasting?
Also, there's the sort of flip side to that of, are we anchoring ourselves into things that aren't going to last, yet treating them as if they are permanent?
Right.
But what the mysticism is encouraging us to do is use our inner sight to see what we're creating. It's time to get specific for everybody. You in the vein of what you were saying there, The specifics are what we're creating. You can't create vague realities. I mean, you can, but then you're lost in the confusion of it, and you're just in a constant state of, well, is that going to be or is it not going to be? You have to actually see what will be, and that starts in your mind.
I'll offer too, something I shared with you this morning is I feel like I have a lack of vision about what it is that I'm creating right now. So my prayer this week is give me clear vision. So that way I can make sure that my energy is pouring into a positive manifestation rather than, and I don't know what's going on, I'm just going to kind of not do anything really. So if the vision's not there, we can create a simplicity of it for a little bit.
We still exist.
Anyways, we still exist.
Let's dive a little bit deeper.
Let's do it.
Stew it.
Stew it. How do you spell that? Stew it.
STEW-IT.
Stew it. I think more of the double O. Because it's like a sound.
It's a stew.
Stew. Stew it. Just gotta stew it. When life gets you down, just stew it.
You got a sack of potatoes and some tomatoes? Stew them. Stew it. Oh, boy.
This feels different. Okay. Queen of Cups.
The Queen of
In
Cups
reverse.
in reverse. This is, well, it can seem terrifying, or not terrifying, but counterintuitive. But this is encouraging us to right now, since we're building on specifics, to take the emotion out of it. Don't try and control how you're going to feel about things, but use instead your feelings to control what you're going to see and create. So, going through the week, if you're worried about something, don't let the worry influence the future. Let the worry guide you to a place to see the lack of worry. This is the only way to utilize your emotions right now. At least it's not the only way, but this is the way you want to utilize your emotions right now, is not in a contemplative or reactionary way. You want to utilize what you're feeling to create what you want to feel more of or less of. To see more of one thing and less of one thing.
So it's kind of like the shadow of emotion, like be aware of the shadow of the emotion. So like sadness isn't a bad emotion. However, sadness can keep us in this state of not moving forward.
Right.
We can be aware of it, and use it to feel into our heart and what we want, what we need. But then the shadow of that would be staying in that emotion.
Right. So when you're creating this vision in your mind, say you're in a place of complete fear right now, like locked down by fear. If you can dip into that emotion and then present it to your inner eye and see a future without that crippling fear, that's how you create in these moments. With the Two of Swords in reverse, now is not necessarily the time to make big decisions, really. If you have options in front of you, it's time to continue seeing where they're going to go. Using your mysticism in this circumstance is definitely going to be about what you're trying to create, what you want your life to look like, and just start heading in that direction. You don't have to go today's the day, I'm going to make it happen, and then expect it to just happen. Right now is not the time to just make broad declarations or say destroy something that you've been working on because it's not performing to your expectations. It's also not necessarily a good time to just let go of people or things or thoughts. There's more analyzation that needs to go into your life right now. So moving through the week, take your time analyzing things. The Knight of Wands, however, is telling us that through this whole process, the Queen of Cups and the Two of Swords seem kind of like dreary in a sense, but the Knight of Wands is the encouragement here that all of this is a continuation of movement towards our dreams, towards our happiness, towards what we want to manifest in life, what our goals are, everything. So tying with the mysticism part of it, you know that the processes are part of the creation, you know? Like, it's not just that you have a final outcome. There's the whole story that goes into the background of that final outcome. And those lessons that are learned along the way are just as important as the goal itself.
There's some imagery coming through that I will share of, I have had this conversation with my son before. He's an artist, and he'll do a drawing or whatever, and then he'll, make a mark with his marker that he didn't want, or something would spill on it. And so what we would do, and a process that I've had, because I've goofed on my paintings before, of look at it again. So like allow that imperfection to be there, and then see what it is that's being created anew. So it's not necessarily, oh, the painting is ruined, my life is over, whatever it may be. It's, something has been introduced. Now, what can we create from that? Maybe that spill of juice is now a rock or something like that.
Right. How to incorporate things properly.
Yeah. Because we are all, the mysticism, like you said, we are the creators of this. So, we get the say of, do we, see it as, oh, this is a mistake, this path is dead, whatever it is. Or can we begin to work with the emotions, the thoughts, the drive that we have to see, well, what direction are we going into? What is it that we're ultimately creating? And how is this actually supportive? Like, how is this an answer to my prayer that I've had about whatever it is that the Knight of Wands is taking us into? We see things, not judging the circumstances that have presented themselves, the process that's getting us there as, oh, this is a setback. Well, maybe it's not. Maybe it is starting to build endurance and strength so we can get to where we are going in a cleaner, more sturdy way.
And I think it's also important to point out that when you say we're creating, we talk about that a lot, and I think that everybody, the more you can be told and the more you can think it in your own head, the better off you're going to be, that you have the ability to create. This isn't just like I make up my own reality. Oh, if I wasn't sad, I wouldn't continue to be sad, or if I wasn't happy, I wouldn't continue to be happy. You legitimately have the ability to create. So, that being said, let's do some meditating.
Let's do it.
If I can find a proper place for my knee.
Get cozy, Paul. Yeah. Get cozy.
Last time I did that, I ended up ruining my back.
Okay, well, don't get cozy. So if you have any movement you need to take in your body before you settle in, go ahead and take that now. We'll drop into a few moments of stillness and connectedness with the inner world. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. And just witness the body beginning to naturally settle and relax. And then begin to watch your body from that inner vision. We'll begin with the heart. So notice and sense the beat of the heart. Perhaps you can feel the physical sensations of the thumping in your chest. You may be able to see or imagine your heart with your inner vision. Imagine the blood pumping in and pumping out. If you can't hear the beat of your heart, imagine what that sound is like. And notice how the heart seems to be working perfectly fine right now. Doing what needs to be done to keep energy flowing throughout your body, into your brain, into your muscles, creating movement. And then we'll bring awareness to our brain. Imagining what the brain looks like. All the different ridges, textures, and how the brain is beyond a physical mass. How there's electrical impulses constantly firing, being sent all over your body, telling the muscles to move, the breath to flow, the heart to beat. And notice how the mind, the brain, seems to be working perfectly right now. How no one is telling it to think thoughts, to take action. It's simply responding. Notice this perfect creation of the body. Not to say that we don't have different ailments, different aches, but how everything in the body seems to be working perfectly, in unison with itself. This magical creation that we are blessed to own, to utilize. This is the first creation we have connected with. And if all is working perfectly in unison with itself within the body, let us take that awareness outside of the body, out into the world, trusting that every action, every choice, every word is in perfect orchestration with the ultimate creation of this universe. everything is working in unison. Not to say that there aren't different ailments, pains in this world, but everything is working together. And so in this moment, let us be on board with the workingness of our body, of this world, and to take part by simply pouring love into this creation. Not judging, belittling, or talking down to, but uplifting the creations that exist. And so I invite you throughout today to notice where judgment is present, whether within the body or out into the world. And instead of perhaps an initial reaction of wanting change, just to pour love into those spaces. To pray for those pains, those ailments. To work with the creation. And to support overall peace within your body and outside of your body. Together, we'll take a deep breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. Bring our hands to prayer in front of the heart center, bowing down to that light within, that life force. As we honor that light within our individual selves, honoring that same light within all beings within this creation. May we all be at peace. Namaste. I have to be honest, as that meditation was coming through, I was thinking, how many people listening are grossed out if they see like a brain or a heart, and I'm like, okay, this is what's coming through, this is what we're going with?
I'm used to that. So.
I know. I used to get grossed out when I'd see like I couldn't watch like surgeries or anything like that. But here, come back over this way.
Oh. I was trying to get the blood back into my foot.
But yeah, apologize if that meditation made you queasy. But I was grateful that came through, because I always try to make it back to the simplicity of what is here that I know is to be true, and this body is true. And if we can see that everything, not to say again that we don't have ailments, but the heart's beating, the blood's flowing, the heart, the breath, the mind, everything is working. I'm getting a lot of notifications. I don't know if you can hear that, but something's coming through. But yeah, everything's working perfectly.
Yep.
Let us not judge.
Lettuce.
Let us.
Not iceberg, though.
No.
Leafy green.
Leafy greens. Hey, we have a new workshop this Saturday.
We do.
You want to talk about it?
It's called Redefining Religion. Mm-hmm. There was some sort of tag name I put with it, subtitle. I don't remember what it is off the top of my head.
Something
right
about
now.
Unification.
Sure. I don't think so. Universality.
Universality. That's it.
But yes, this class we will discuss. It's not really a class as much as a discussion on the similarities of religion and how we can look at the different ideas of different faiths in a more universal way.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. What else do we have going on? Come see me for Energy Movement on Wednesday at 6 p.m.
Mm-hmm. Yes. If you haven't tried Qigong, it's been super supportive in my different ailments that have come through and helping me connect with my energy in a different way that different than the Reiki practice. Yeah, we have some new gatherings that we're going to be introducing coming out in May. So if you're not signed up for our newsletter, be sure to sign up because you'll get the latest notifications on that, as well as our weekly emails that go out. We don't send out spam. You get one email a week and then once a month with writings from our facilitators. Please share our videos, help us grow the community.
Don't forget to like and subscribe on Facebook. Or on YouTube.
Well, yes, Facebook and YouTube.
Yeah.
And please come see us in person. You can visit ordinarypioneer.com/schedule for all of our upcoming gatherings. And we have an open house coming up on the 27th from 2 to 6 p.m. We will have some yummy food here, services, and a chance for you to check out the new alterations we've made to the space. So it'll be a nice day to simply gather, praying for nice weather so we can also be outside too.
Yes, but we will open the house.
We will open the house. It will be open. All of the house will be open. Maybe not all the house, yeah. Much love. We appreciate you. Thank you so much for watching us, and we'll see you soon.